As Rish was just mentioning, the price of May WTI futures contract fell into negative territory. We're seeing a bit of a bounce back now. What's the big question here is what's going to happen to those June contracts? Are they going to continue to hold up better, or are they going to collapse the same way we saw the May contract collapse, given that it does take time for this production to pull back?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, this, I suppose the writing was on the wall for a little while now with spot prices trading in single digits in some US or North American crude. So, to see these front-month futures obviously gravitate towards that spot prices is not too surprising. But as you said, it'll certainly be focused now on the June contract. And look, I mean, this is a bit of a reality check for the oil industry. I suppose there's been some hope that this impact on demand from the coronavirus would be relatively short-lived, and we've certainly seen talk about restarting or reopening some US cities in particular, but it's pretty clear that oil buyers, refineries and the like just don't want any crude at the moment, and we'll have to see quite a significant reaction from the supply side to really stop this type of pricing occur in the June contract as well.
And on the demand side, here in Asia, most countries are net oil importers as China gets back online, as they start to boost infrastructure spending, building, buying more commodities. Does that have any meaningful impact to offset some of this?
Look, I mean, obviously, it's predominantly a transport fuel, and certainly globally, gasoline and diesel themselves make up about half of the crude oil consumption. But there's certainly some hope that with China in particular starting to restart its economy and parts of Asia, that we'll start to see that industrial demand impact start to play out as well. But I do think that demand overall is going to remain relatively weak in the immediate term.
Daniel, it's Rish in Hong Kong. How can corporates, I'll be talking about companies in the aviation industry, for instance, actually try and take advantage of this in any way?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, with prices so volatile, it's and so illiquid, I suppose it's hard to really get a lock in some sort of exposures. And look, they're really hamstrung, I suppose, by the lack of demand at the moment as well. I mean, we've already seen an airline here in Australia fall over, but certainly with most other airlines really suffering from a lack of demand, that they're pretty reluctant, I suspect, to really make use of these low prices. And clearly, as travel restrictions start to ease, we'll see that pick up. But I suspect the oil prices will recover in line with that. So it may be difficult for a lot of airlines to really, I suppose, make use of these record low prices that we're seeing right at the moment.